Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian! Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester.
Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, you're my mate. Manchester, Etihad, Estad. We playing Champions League football next season. How about you take a 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen to Manchester hotel stay, little 2-2 medical.
300k a week, couple bonuses thrown in there. Ballon d'Or in a couple years, happy days, you wanna go Bayern Munich. Little 2-2 Toy World 3E2 Bayern Uni driller. Happy days, we get a new and upcoming star. How about Florian? Florian.
How art thou, Florian?
Alright, my mate Florian, what's the latest word? City flash with the cash, got the deal secured. The Bruce still pinging it, Haaland bangs goals. But heart at the club, still feeling cold. They flex big wins, but vibes don't last. Trophies lined up, but the soul's in the past. Etihad shiny, fans still late. Feels like a show, not a football state. Oi. Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? From Leverkusen to Manchester flight. Big boy wages, that Prem delight. Ballon d'Or, yeah, that's the aim. But deep down, bro, it's just a name. Training pitch like a 5-star resort, but energy dry, no real support. Anfield roars, Etihad's on mute. City got shine, but no real roots. Florian, bro, don't be fooled. They dress it well, but the core ain't cool. You want legacy, not just bags. Don't join a team where love just lags. Oi. Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? Manchester wants ya, stats look peak. But players know what they really seek. From Leverkusen, don't take that flight. Liverpool's calling, that move feels right. How art thou, Florian?
I still can't believe he offered him a Ryanair jet. Record signing, you know. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream. It's Friday night, which means it's going to be the Liverpool show, ladies and gentlemen. And we're here to talk Liverpool Football Club, my club, our club. And we're here to talk about, a couple of different topics. Florian Wirtz, Nunez finally leaving this football club, alhamdulillah. And, what is next on the paper for Liverpool Football Club? That is what we're here to discuss today. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. First and foremost, make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys right here, right now, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Keep getting involved in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. I want to hear everything that you guys have to say because this is our club right here. This is Liverpool. This is what we're here to talk about. And I actually look forward to this one because we've switched up the panel a little bit because we've had enough of K-Max antics, just reporting fake news. Joining me first and foremost, the English version of myself. Absolutely love this guy. He's wearing the slot bald head again. Man like Jamie is in the building. How are you doing, Jazza?
All good. Couldn't be happier.
You're really digging this whole bald thing. You're really digging it.
Yeah, I'm bald everywhere now. Bald everywhere.
Did you tear up Pep Linder's book?
Yeah, that's in pieces, man. Ain't you seen the video?
Tell us 15-second thoughts on Pep Linders right now.
Do you want to be monetized?
No, say it in a PG way. Come on, you're an expert. You're an expert.
Pep Linders is the kind of snake that when you find it, you want to cut its head off before it kills your family.
Damn. Anyway, love you, K-Mac.
Is that
It's
good
just
enough?
a joke, K-Mac. It's just a joke, K-Mac. Come on, man. Just a joke. Anyway, speaking of snakes, Tyrese Halliburton, you get me, destroyed New York. And he's going to take on Oklahoma City, who Mr. Mike Das said that we're going to sweep whoever they play in the finals. So not only does he not know ball, he also does not know basketball, which is why we invite him on the channel. It's good for content, you guys. How you doing, Mike? You good?
They're still going to sweep him. It's just going to be they're going to sweep him in 5. It's all good. Sweep him 5.
There's no such thing as
105.
3.5, Mike. Stop being shame.
There is now. There is now. But big up.
Fairs. Love the mustache as well. Beard growing back. Let's go. Big up, Mike. Joining us next on the channel, when eventually we sell Darwin Nunez, there will be a party on this channel, but there will be a funeral on his. One of the biggest frauds known to humanity in itself. Very good yoga instructor, very good at twisting other people's statements. And also, I love watching him as well, because he's actually, I noticed this, when he's doing football with Endz, he's a little bit less fraudulent, because he's the host. Host Endz versus panel man Endz is two different things. Because when Endz is on a panel, he gets to show his fraudulence in full effect. But when he's running his own show, he has to minimize the fraudulence a little bit. You get me? He lets the other guys on the channel do the fraudulence for him. Anyway, the king of fraudulence is here. How you doing, Endz?
That was mad deep still. No, but do you know what? I agree with that last bit. I agree. When I get to host, I'm different. When I'm on the panel, I get to speak my mind, man. But big up, man. Appreciate the invite as always.
Because you have to do like the host stuff when you're hosting the channel. You know, you got to do like the host stuff. So you have to be a bit less fraudulent, just by definition.
Yeah, you can't do certain things. But when I'm on the panel, I get to trigger people.
True. Including me. I get triggered a lot, to be fair. Anyway, joining us next is an OG, ladies and gentlemen. Many people might not know this, but I actually worked with him before. I've worked with Tom, before I worked with so many content creators. He took some time off, but now he's back. He's here cooking. He's here cooking on his YouTube channel. We raided him 2 days ago. You get me? And when I first started my channel, and I mean probably under 200, 300 subs. Back in them days, there was no redirects, there was no raids. You just had to work your ass off to get to a certain level. And, he's back. He's here. An OG of this channel. And, shout out to a couple of guys. Yesterday I was thinking about it when I brought him on the channel. Big up to Diaz. Big up to the Welsh guy. I forgot his name. I apologize. Big up to Laser as well. You get me? Good old days, good old memories right there 3 years ago. So much different now. 4 years later. But anyway, he's here. The man, the myth, the legend. Man like Fozi is in the building. How doing, Fozi? You're on mute, Fozi.
He's muted.
He's rusty, bro. He's rusty. You know that one.
Still
You're on mute, Fozi. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Look how you got it.
Yes, you're on mute. Unmute your mic, brother. Unmute your mic.
That's a great start, isn't it? Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thanks for having me on, bro. Honestly, it's been a few years, obviously, and back on YouTube and doing what I love to do again, and coming on a channel like this is an honor for me, man. 100%, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Fozi. Big up to you, guys. In the description is every single one of these guys' channels. I want you now, whether you're watching this right now or on the replay, just go to the description and subscribe to every single one of them. Just go, click subscribe. Football with Endz. Endz, man, is in the description. LFC Red Forever channel, it's in the description. That's Fozi's channel. Jamie Phillips Football Chat's in the description. And Mike Das LFC. Hopefully he has a stream other than the FIFA one he still has saved on his channel. Maybe one day. Hopefully. Anyway, let me just grab these 2 super chats and then we'll just get this party started. Big up to Abdulaziz who says, Eidak Mubarak Hussam, what do you think about the new Wirtz news? It's worrying. We'll speak about that in a second now. And thank you so much as well for the super chat, my brother. تحياتي إلك وللعتبان أصل العرب حبيب قلبي. I'm gonna speak about it now in a second. Hold tight. Big up to Shawnee says, no tantrums today, please, Jamie. Shawnee, your This is an interesting turn of events, Shawnee. You used to not stand me, you used to hate me, but now you realize that the biggest enemy of Liverpool on the football terrace is actually Tom Little and not me. So you're back on my side now. So welcome to the light side. You get me? Leave that dark side alone with Tom Little. Scholes is better than Gerrard. I'd never say that, Shawnee. You know I'd never say that as well.
No, Tom didn't say that.
Listen. Tom's fraudulence knows no bounds.
Tom wants what's that striker for Atalanta? Retegui. He wants Retegui. It's one of the worst strikers I've ever watched in my entire life.
No, that's a good player.
Every single game I have ever seen, every game that I have seen that guy played, he has been substituted off in the 70th minute. Every single game, without a goal, without a sniff. And I've probably seen him 6 times. All right. At least Darwin Nunez is missing chances. This guy doesn't even get chances. I don't want someone who doesn't get chances.
Fairs. Anyway, guys, before we get the party started, big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. And as I said at the start, please go give all these guys a subscription. All their channels are in the description. It will help them out. It helps the guys grow. And listen, we are a strong community on YouTube, the Liverpool community, and we all support each other for the most part. You know, maybe not the biggest too, because we still call them out. But yeah, make sure guys go give every single one of these guys a subscription and show them the same love that you guys show me, man. Listen, it's been one hell of a ride. 4 years doing this now. It's insane. But anyway, like the video, subscribe, and let's get the party started. Abdulaziz started it off by talking about the Florian Wirtz thing. Look, I came here and I put my neck out on the line. And this is the first time ever I actually start off a Liverpool show, because I never usually speak at the beginning. I always let one of the guests speak, but I just want to say something for 30 seconds, and then we'll go to one of you guys, and then we open up the floor. Guys, I beg you, for the love of God, please pretend that we've been here before. I know that we haven't been here before. I know that you haven't seen us pay this much money for a player before. But the only thing I'm telling you is, let's just all pretend, act like you've been here before. You know how, like, when a billionaire gets rich from selling cryptocurrency, you know, it's a stroke of luck. When he's walking next to Steve Jobs, he can't be like, oh my God, Steve Jobs. Like, you can't do that, bro. Like, when he's walking next to the Microsoft guy, I forgot his name, he's gonna act like he's been there before, you know. Embrace it. Habibi, this is the British record transfer. This is not something that's gonna get done in 30 minutes. Oh, hello, Leverkusen. Oh, here's 120 million. Yalla, Habibi. Of course we're gonna negotiate. Of course we're gonna talk. Of course we're gonna have dialogue, conversations. But every single time that any journalist has posted, whether it be Fabrizio, whether it be Paul Joyce, whether it be Ben Jacobs, every single reporter, Florian Pettenberg, Bild, if you want to go German newspapers, at the end of every tweet, it literally says, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. And I remind everyone in the chat quickly of this. Chat, Chelsea fans waited 3 months for Caicedo. Arsenal fans waited like a month and a half for Declan Rice. Big transfers take time. Welcome to the big leagues, guys. I know we haven't done this. It's usually the 30, 40 million pound signings. That's why I get done like this. This one is the big league signings right here. So it's going to take time. Plus, he's in Nations League with Germany as well. You know, like, when you sign a player like that, you ain't going to send out the medical team to the German camp and do all that extra shit. You're going to fly him, not Ryanair, like LB suggested. You're going to fly him private jet. You're going to get him to Anfield.
I do Ryanair, just take the
Ryanair, man.
No, but you got to take proper pictures, you know, HD, big announcement on Twitter and everything. Like, you've got to make a big deal out of it, you know? So we ain't going to just send them to the German camp. But
Liverpool might only be able to afford Ryanair after this transfer. I mean,
we can afford whatever we want. We're basically just spending our Premier League winning earnings on Florian Wirtz, and then everything else is excess capital.
So, Fozi, since it's your first time on a channel in a while, I want to start off this section with you. Florian Wirtz headed to the Reds. Talk to me, brother. How do you feel about this whole thing?
Bro, you know, we've been waiting for a player like this for a while, guys. You know, I mean, since Coutinho. I mean, similar to Coutinho's like ability. We've always dreamt about, you know, Salah, Coutinho, Firmino, and Mane in the same team. Now we've got something close to that with this player coming in, of course. And as you was discussing it, you know, just about a minute ago about, you know, people panicking, you don't see the player obviously there's no other team that's coming in for the player. Whatever teams that was going for him, they both pulled out. Obviously, Bayern Munich and Man City. So there's only one team in it. There's an agreement in place. The player is on his way. Like you said, it's going to take time, of course, with that one. So let me just get that out of the way first. But secondly, like with Liverpool, we don't normally sign players like this for a long time, actually. So the most important thing is, like, next season, we're going to take levels above everybody else. Everybody talks about Arsenal getting the striker and, how they're going to, transform. Nobody talks about Liverpool improving as well. So what I see of this player, what he's bringing to the team next season is going to be like levels above like what we normally have. Creativity, of course, goals coming in from him. And, like he's not a player that just plays behind the striker. He plays in multiple positions, which is like all across the front line. So if there's injuries, there's always players there that's going to cover the positions in obviously in the team when we've got injuries there and all that stuff. So I'm happy, man. Listen, when people told me about Florian Wirtz, those are the type of players that go to Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, not Liverpool. But now we're stepping up and getting the big players coming through the door. And, we're starting to think like a big club again. I'm still not trusting FSG. Hussam, remember when we first met? We was all FSG out, and we still FSG out. So until I know, Jamie, until they prove me wrong. Mate. I know, but you know how it is. Until they prove us wrong.
I'm FSG out, man. Where have you been?
Okay. I haven't seen you guys for a while, man. Give me time, man.
I'm just sitting there and I'm getting abused, man.
No, but you know how I feel about them, innit? But yeah, until the consistency comes with them, I'm gonna still be in the same position. You know what I mean? And like I said, getting this player 22. And obviously getting Frimpong, same age, and then you're going to get Kerkez, same age. It looks like they want to dominate in the next 5 to 6 years as well. So let's do it, man.
Yeah, this is great. Look, I know there's a lot of people freaking out on Twitter right now because what Paul Joyce said in his last quote, that Liverpool will not match their 150 million euro price that Leverkusen want. But if everyone remembers, I think it was earlier this week, is it Sasha something? I can't remember his surname.
Tavaleri.
He put out a tweet the other day saying that Bayer Leverkusen will accept between 135 and 140 million euros if it comes their way. Liverpool have just offered 118 million euros up front, no instalments. You're telling me Leverkusen are going to turn that down when he's own?
Hell no.
And Paul Joyce has also, David Ornstein just put out on Twitter as well that Leverkusen do not want to go to, they're unwilling to go to Wirtz's last year of his contract next season. So 118 million euros up front, no instalments is massive. And there's no way they're turning that down. That'd just be stupid to turn down because they're not going to get a better offer for that. Like Wirtz has told everyone himself, he only wants to go to Liverpool now. Now, Liverpool's the club he wants to go to, so he's going to push it through as well.
Yeah.
And that Sasha guy just tweeted as well and said the 133 million, in his opinion, has been accepted and expects a medical to be done after the Germany's game on Sunday. So this is going to be a huge business for this football club. And, it's big money they're spending. I think Kerkez will be done a few days after as well. I think that'll get done quite soon after. So I reckon by Friday next week, we're going to be sitting there on the panel with Kerkez and Wirtz signed, Frimpong signed, and then I think after that, we're going to sell some players, get some outgoings going, and then we're going to probably look for a striker after that. Who, in my opinion, I still think it's going to be Alexander Isak. Because we're not linked to any strikers. And all the other strikers are leaving. All the other strikers are leaving, man. All the other strikers are going. I mean, what's the point of going for Kekez for 100 million euros when Isak's like 30 or 40 million more? You might as well go.
Why you guys got that with Alvarez though? I don't understand, guys.
I love Alvarez. He's my guy. He's the one I want.
He's the one that suits Liverpool to a T out of any striker in the world football. If you know what I mean. But the thing is, people misunderstand it, Jamie. They keep thinking like because he's been there for one season, that can't happen. And I did explain in my street.
You pay the money, you go, man.
Yeah. Atletico is always you could negotiate with them. Remember, Jimmy followed Hasselbank. He scored over 30 goals in 47 games. Next season, it ended up Chelsea. There you go. You can't have
Aguero eventually went for the right price. They're a selling club, Atletico Madrid.
Exactly.
And I believe Atletico Madrid are buying forwards this summer as well. They're in
Mm-hmm.
the market for forwards, so I think
Yeah.
that's all to say. I think it's going to be one of them two. I really do. I think Liverpool going to spend 300 million this summer.
Wow.
Personally,
I hope so.
well, with the Wirtz
I
deal,
was
it'll make
finding
200
out the part. I was finding out the part where people are losing their mind. Vel sent it to me. That was the part I was looking for. Negotiations are continuing, but as it stands, Liverpool are unwilling to meet the German club's full asking price. You know, I'm sorry, Shawnee. You said no tantrums today from Jamie, but maybe I will be the one that throws the tantrum. You guys are losing your shit because Paul Joyce said Liverpool are unwilling to meet the German's club full asking price. Guys, have you ever traveled before in your life? Have you ever been to a place before in your life where you went to a shop and the guy, if you ever went shopping in East Asia, the guy will give you 10x the price, and you will actually be looked at as a dumbass if you don't negotiate. It is normal to negotiate, Yahi. They want 150 million euros. We're trying to pay less than 150 million euros. We're trying to negotiate. And at the same time, keep in mind that Florian Wirtz's contract expires in 2027. So by the time it gets to next summer, his price tag will be in half because they'll end up losing him on a free in the summer after. So we are actually, to a small extent, in a small position of power. And we're just using that. We're using our leverage right now to negotiate properly and smartly.
We've got all
How
the
does this
leverage.
annoy
We've
people?
got all the
Yeah,
leverage. Yeah, we've
100%.
got all the leverage. And what also
Why are
everyone's
you
got to
guys
remember
losing it? Honestly, I don't get it.
and what also people have got to remember is Ten Hag's just joined Leverkusen. He needs money to spend. If Leverkusen are going to get 118 million,
You want to know what else
front,
that means, Jamie? Florian Wirtz is about to get the fuck out of there because he ain't trying to play with Ten Hag
exactly.
ball.
So
He ain't
you're
trying
telling
to
me,
play Ten Hag ball.
see, what people are trying to say is that, Liverpool are probably not going to bid 150 million euros. I don't think it was ever going to be done for that. It was always going to be a little bit cheaper because Liverpool got leverage because Liverpool know for a fact that there's no way Leverkusen want to wait till next year and then get a really cheap offer. At this moment in time, it looks like they got a guaranteed 180 million euros in their lap to give to their new manager to rebuild their side. That's a lot of money for Leverkusen. And then they're going to get 18 million euros in add-ons later on in the year, probably.
Yeah.
So this is to turn that deal down, which is 135 million euros in all, guys. That's just ridiculous money.
You know what it is, Jay? I'll be more worried if the player doesn't push it. You know what I mean? And the player.
By looks of it, he wants to push it. I think.
There you go.
I think it'd be done. Man, did you see the bit when Lewis still shouted out to him about Liverpool, Florian, and he just smiled and nodded at him? Yeah, man, it's done.
I don't think there's any point into worrying about the negotiation because none of us know what the fuck is going on. We have no idea. None of us work at the club. None of us are privy to these conversations. I bet you half the media is talking out their ass. They're just hearing someone whisper something and they're going to just immediately tweet it. My worries have nothing to do with the negotiations. Ultimately, while I do agree, it's nice to see us put in a bid of that magnitude and basically say we're serious about slot.
Paul George Bomber.
Every coin has two different sides. When you pay this much money, you need he has to come in and bang. I'm expecting 0 games of transfer. That's what you have the preseason for. You need to bang from day one because ultimately I could have spent a fraction of the price on, let's say a more risky on the pitch player, but it's not more risky because it's 30 million pounds compared to 120 million pounds. So the financial risk is drastically different, but the on the pitch risk is sort of the same, if that kind of makes sense. So to me, all of my worries are about, is he going to live up to the price tag? Is it going to be worth this money? Are we making the right decision? But this is what our thoughts should be, because when you spend this kind of money, that's what you should be thinking. It's just personally, just because a player is fantastic doesn't mean that he's going to work. I hope he works. I think he will. But at the same time, I have those seeds of doubt that say, this is 120 million pounds on one player when I could have bought a different player for a quarter of the price and then bought 2 more players to fill 2 other positions. Regardless, Hussam, every coin has 2 sides. I'm sorry to be the guy here to not be all sunshine and fucking rainbows, but I'm just Someone
Mike.
has to say the other end. Someone
Mike,
has to say the other end.
Can we? Do you know what? It's crazy because I feel like, and I've said this earlier on my channel. Why are we watching the pockets, bro? Why do we care about what the price is? Like,
Exactly.
why don't
Exactly, bro.
Why don't we just accept we're getting one of the best creative midfielders on the planet in the team? Who cares? Because here's the problem: if he doesn't hit the ground running, right? The only reason why we'll give a damn is because rivals will say you spent this on this X on this player and you don't. I don't care what the rivals think because I know how good the player is. He will probably take his time to get used to the Premier League. It's different to the Bundesliga.
Exactly.
So if he comes in and he doesn't hit the ground running in the first couple of months, it can happen. It doesn't mean all of a sudden now I'm going to be, oh, we should have bought someone else. Nah, bro, the player will come. This is the reason why we're going to give him a long-term contract. Because if it doesn't work in the first year, hits the ground running in the second. But I do think he will hit the ground running anyway. Let's stop worrying about prices and wages.
You know, Mike,
let's just be fans again, bro. Can we not just be fans again, bro?
It's a business, isn't it, as well, guys? Don't forget
Benz,
that.
man.
I'm very excited, but like someone has to state the possible negative.
No, there's no.
That's the way I view life. We just have different views. No matter how positive I am, I always have to point out
Mike,
the opposite of the coin.
Can I ask you? You're obviously talking about Cherky. Ask you a clear-cut question right now. Who's better value for money, McAllister at 35 or Caicedo 115 million?
McAllister at 35.
Okay, who's better value for money, Gravenberch at 25 or Rice for 105 million?
Last season.
Come on, Mike. We're talking better value for money.
Question,
Obvious answer. Come on.
Well, the thing is that Declan Rice is worth the money that he's worth, but Ryan Gravenberch is worth more than he's worth. So
Gravenberch is more value for money. Hence,
I know that, but you're making it sound like Declan's not worth 105 because
that's not what I'm making it sound. If I bring 100 Arsenal fans right now and give them Gravenberch for Declan Rice, will they say yes? No. If I give Chelsea fans right now McAllister for Caicedo, will they say yes? No. Better value for money does not necessitate that it's going to be better on the football pitch. Let's assume that on the football pitch, Florian Wirtz is only 20% better than Ryan Cherky. If he's only 20% better than Ryan Cherky, that 20% could be plus 9 points right there, plus 12 points right there. And how can we, and I say we because you're the same person as me, who criticized the club, oh my God, who criticized the club.
Someone, dude, it cannot. I'm sorry, but it cannot just be.
That's crazy, bro. Stop.
Mike Pierce, you know, Mike Pierce. Pick up Mike.
Oh my God, bad news, Mike.
It cannot just always be blind optimism, rainbows, and sunshine.
Mike. On a serious note, are you a fan
That's
or an
all.
accountant, bro? I'm just asking.
He's a fan of accountants.
Hold on. Because this wait, Endz. You're okay. Me pointing out a number doesn't necessarily have to be I'm an accountant, right? But every team gets a certain percentage of money. And let's just say Wirtz is 50% of our full transfer budget this summer. Regardless of what your budget is, let's just say our budget was 30 million and Wirtz cost 15, right? The size of the number doesn't matter. It has to do with the investment into the player and the percentage of that investment compared to everything else. That's all.
All right, Mike, I'll ask you a simple question.
The number is arbitrary.
Okay, you're worried about the finances side of it. No problem. Say as Liverpool, right, we go out there and we patch every one of the areas you think in the team needs fixed right now, but we still spend the same money on Florian Wirtz. Is that going to still be your same thought process if he doesn't hit the ground running?
To me, again, like I said, I believe he will work, but I'm just pointing out that you need to keep that in your sphere, that it is objectively a lot of money on a player.
Well, we're not going to dive past the question, right?
Special guest chat, by the way. Big up joining us. Is a man like Lex. How you doing, Lex? You good, brother?
Yeah, man. Solid.
Endz,
Mike, can we not dive past the question though? Yeah, because you're worried
it,
about
say
the finances.
it.
I don't
Oh,
want you to worry about the
sorry.
finances because I feel like you're worried. In my opinion, I think you're worried about it because you feel we're gonna overspend when there's other areas to fix. But I'm just saying, if we go and fix every area in your mind right now that you think the club needs to fix, and we still go out there and spend the same money on him, and he doesn't hit the ground running, are you still going to be upset that we spend that money?
I'm not going to be upset immediately. No. If Wirtz comes in and flops, I would be upset. But then we have to define what flopping is. I don't think he will, though.
And then forget about the money then and just enjoy the player that we're about to sign, bro.
Just pointing out. I'm just pointing out the other end of the coin. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Enjoy the journey, because when the journey meets its destination, you'll be even happier. So, you know what I mean? Enjoy the journey.
Very excited.
What I would say with Shirky, because I've seen a lot of people.
How can you say very excited and then say something that's not exciting at all? How?
Because I've had to sit here for 2.5
Like,
fucking
Mom,
weeks.
I'm very happy you made broccoli today, and then you don't eat anything. Come on, man.
This announcement came 2.5 weeks ago, and I still haven't seen a fucking signature. Like, forgive me for
It
allowing
takes a long time to do this. Still, it takes a long time.
negativity.
Did you not
to come
hear
in.
what Sam said at the start of the stream?
It takes a long time, man. It takes a long time.
Listen,
But look,
Hussam can say whatever he wants. After Zubamendi, there are no fucking rules.
I've seen people today moaning that we didn't get Ryan Shirky when we got spending all this money on Wirtz. I can guarantee everyone right now, if Liverpool got Shirky instead, everyone would say they only got Shirky because it was a cheap option.
Fact, by the way.
Fact.
That's what
And
they'd
on
say.
the opposite side, if City got Wirtz, everyone would say, "Oh, this is unfair.
Yeah.
City have got Florian Wirtz. How can we compete with Manchester City? It's impossible for us to win the league next season." Blah blah blah. blah.
It's crazy, and it's great. Look, for some reason, whatever reason it is, the owners are willing to spend money right now. So what I think we should all do is just keep quiet and not moan about anything while they're spending.
Before they change their mind, yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let them spend at this moment in time. You know, I think look, Henry looked like he was enjoying life for a couple of days in that parade and all that. So let him, You know, you saw Cody Gakpo could be going to Bayern Munich when he saw the arm over his wife at the parade. You know, that's Cody gone. So there's some money back there. You know, I just think, let's stop all the negativity online, guys, because he does look at it, and let's just enjoy it right now and let him spend some money. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the money spent.
No, I'm just looking forward. One of the questions I wanted to ask the guys as well, man, with him coming in, do you feel like he will unlock the other players as well? The ones that you think has been like subpar and maybe not on the same level?
100%. 100%. Because, you know... No, go on.
No, go on, Fozi, go on.
No, I think so. And because, you know, if you look at our team, what we struggled with last season is keeping possession in it. I think next season we will keep possession more. And I think we're going to unlock, you know, those deep line defending teams with this boy coming in. And, you know, the likes of Soboslai, he sacrificed a lot last season. I know you probably not a lot of people rate Soboslai in a certain way, but if you look at what Salah said after the game against Tottenham, he said, I asked the manager if I could stay up further of the pitch and I'll get you goals and I'll get you assists. And wherever he promised, it worked. But what we got to look at as well is Soboslai did sacrifice his game to accommodate Salah's obviously staying up the pitch as well last season. So next season, what I'm expecting us to do is we dominate more of possession and the likes of Soboslai to play differently. Because when you've got all that talent around you, your ability comes out more. You know what I mean? So when you see a guy who's got great technique on the ball in front of you, then you want to match that. So you're going to be like all over the pitch doing the same stuff. But
do you think Frimpong and Kerkez give you that help as well?
Yeah, 100%, right?
Because
they overlap, innit? They overlap,
the legs they're going to give us going forward.
I missed that.
Because they're going to play wide, which means our actual wingers can be more inside forwards this time around, which more they're going to be more
space for
areas.
Salah as well.
So Salah can still do his thing like he did this season because he'll have Frimpong and Conor Bradley doing his running in that right-hand side, which means Szoboszlai can play a little bit deeper and maybe control possession a little bit better from a deeper position. So I think it opens up everything, all three of these signings, really.
You know,
Yeah, and
Endz, are you
no,
just so we're on the same page? Are you alluding to Darwin Nunez? Just so I can
I'm
move on.
not, bro.
no,
but-
he's not. He's not. He's not. He's
No,
Because the
definitely
only one
not.
that can fix Nunez is God Almighty. That's it. No one
The,
else.
Let me
can
just
fix
say one thing,
Darwin
who's
Nunez.
like the most important thing here for this season as well is if we buy these players early, preseason starts with these players. Last season,
Yep.
I went to the
Yeah,
USA.
sure.
I didn't see anyone apart from Salah and Soboslai. So now we buy these players early, and we're gonna like straight away kick off and try to get those points. From the first game of the season.
And they'll all
So
get used to the manager's
thank you
system
very
and
much.
style.
Yeah.
And all
That's
that
all I
sort of
wanted to
stuff.
say.
I went on Mo's channel earlier this week, and my hot take is that I think the addition of Wirtz allows for the possibility of Mo to supersede what he did last season. And what I mean by that is I think by adding a killer behind whatever number 9 you get, one of my biggest open criticisms was that we were constantly trying to create from wide. We never tried to create down the middle unless we were forced to in games, right? Certain scenarios in which McAllister would make a run or Gravenberch would, finally progress up the field, i.e. Everton. Our winner against Everton is because Gravenberch decided to go up the pitch and play through the middle. We never had that guy. You add that, all of a sudden, I can't double up on Diaz and Mo every time they touch the ball. All of a sudden, Mo has more room to run. All of a sudden, Mo has another person to pass the ball to centrally. All of a sudden, they can play triangles in the box. All of a sudden, there's more space, which means more opportunity. And one thing that we saw from Mo in the beginning of the season was that when you gave him space, he got assists. Why did the assists dry up? Because we started leaning on him more. He started getting doubled up more. We started playing wider. All of a sudden, all the space is gone. You add Wirtz into this. I mean, we're talking about we scored 86 goals. You could score more. Like people think that this idea that Wirtz comes and all of a sudden we're thinking in terms of GA metrics. Okay, that's 10 GA that Mo doesn't have to get. That's 10 GA that Darwin doesn't have to get. No, that's 10 more GA that everyone gets.
Everybody gets.
That's 20 more GA that everyone gets because you have better sustained possession, you have better creativity, and ultimately you have a 3-pronged attack. Because for the majority of the season, if not all of the season, we were basically a 2-piked, a trident, right? But we only had 2 spikes. We had a whole gap in the middle. Now you add the gap in the middle, you have a real trident. You're fucking Poseidon.
The beautiful thing about Florian Wirtz.
Goals are flowing.
No, just to add to your point as well, Mike. The beautiful thing about Wirtz is he goes to look for the ball as well, man. He wants to create. He wants to make things happen. He's not just one of those players that's going to stand there and hide. He will get on the ball. He will demand more off of his teammates. Great at dribbling, great at carrying the ball. And then you don't allow those type of players to have room to shoot. Not only that, I love a player that loves the assist more than the goal as well, because that means he just wants to create for the team. And he doesn't care even if it's like a 6-yard pass, even if he has to square it, he'll give those goals to his teammates to go and score. And that's what we've been missing. We've been missing that. But, bro, let's get this deal across the line.
Do it, man. Let's do it.
Hi, Lex. Welcome to the stream, my brother.
Well gone.
I know you've been listening for this Wirtz talk. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Florian.
Yeah.
First of all, it needs to happen. I mean, even though it's taking a bit longer than I'm comfortable with, to me it shows something, and what it shows is, number one, intention from the board in itself, but the main thing I think it shows is them trusting in Slot. And not only them trusting in Slot, Florian trusting in Slot, and in addition, everyone else trusting in Slot. Because what has happened is that we've gotten Van Dijk and Salah to stay because of promises of investment and us actually going to be something higher than what we've been in the past couple of years. You get me? So that's based on what I've seen, that's the reason they re-signed with us. Now, going into the market and showing ambition, Slot going to Wirtz and saying, Wirtz, this is the idea I have for you in the team. This is what we plan to do with you in the team. Wirtz saying, hey, listen, my place is Liverpool. I don't want to go to City. I don't want to go to Bayern. Liverpool is where it's at. 100. To me, all of the red flags that could possibly be showing up at this juncture, it kind of quells some of that for me in terms of thinking or wondering if he'll come good in the Prem, because usually what happens with players like this is that when the manager does not have a plan for the player that suits the player, that is usually when you don't see the talent of said player coming out. But one thing I can do, one thing I have is trust in Slot to actually put together. So, for instance, if you notice our team, the characteristics in our team, there is no player in our current team that don't play to their attributes. Now, one might argue that Szoboszlai is suffering or Szoboszlai had to do. No, Szoboszlai is just not as technical as we thought he was. And he had a certain level of fitness, because you have to understand, one could argue that the reason we got Szoboszlai was mainly because of Klopp and mainly because of the fitness of Szoboszlai, because you remember Milner went out, Szoboszlai came in, and the main talking point about Szoboszlai was his ability to run. You get me? Now, what I notice Slot does, Slot looks at a player, okay, you do this the best, then this is what you do in the team. You get me? Gakpo looks like Gakpo. Diaz looks like Diaz. Salah looks like Salah. No one is operating. You know how Grealish does not look like Grealish for City? And Savio does not look like Savio for City? Well, Doku looks like Doku because Doku cannot do anything but be shit. But in my opinion, anyone that lands here is a part of a structure, a part of a plan, and I have no worries about it. Spend 150, like run it. And don't, hey, listen, FSG, whoever, don't, I can't curse here. Don't mess this up.
Yeah, man.
Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up. 100% don't mess this up. You cannot mess this up. It's too far gone. This is no Caicedo thing. This is worse. This is no Lavia thing. This is way worse. This is way worse. We are invested. As far as, bro, listen. As far as I'm concerned, Wirtz is a Liverpool player. And I'm not worrying about this or worrying about that. So if you man mess this up, hey brother, listen, I might just give up my whatever emotions I have for this club. You man can just keep. I don't care if we won the league. I don't care about none of that. You get me? Because like you can't, you promise me, parents promise you to go to the ice cream shop. Listen, we need to go to the ice cream shop or else man rebel. It's a rebellion. It's 100% rebellion. Like I could smash up something, some trouble I could give, because at this point in time, bro, we need to see this type of quality in the team. You get me? 100%. We need to. I'm tired of, and say what you want to say. I don't care how much running Szoboszlai is doing. If he's the fittest in the squad, he should be able to play simple passes to get us to score goals. You get me? When he's messing up our counter-attacks and doing certain things, yes, we can praise him for the things that he does, but what he doesn't do is what Wirtz will do. And in terms of...
I was just going to say, I don't think that Szoboszlai was ever Slot's intention of a long-term 10. I just think that he preferred Szoboszlai over Harvey Elliott. He preferred him over Curtis Jones in that position. And we didn't have another creative player to put there.
Which is understandable. But also the structure of the team is changing. So I think a lot of the legwork that Szoboszlai had to do in that position will be taken up by an actual right back that can defend. And a left back that is no longer Robertson, which is beautiful for me. Right back, which is beautiful.
Robert wasn't that bad.
You can say whatever you want to say. I've been sick of Robertson for 3 years, if not 4. Sick.
Why 4, bro?
No, because when everyone else clowned Trent, I continuously saw that guy at left back getting spun time after time after time. Nah. Do you know why Robertson is seen as a better defender than Trent? It is because he plays alongside Virgil van Dijk. Because when you have Van Dijk covering you, it does not look like there's a deficiency there. Unfortunately, Trent always had to either have Konate, who is kind of iffy sometimes, and whether it be Matip or whoever else there. I've seen Robertson, because this is his thing. Oh, I think I can get this interception. He bolts, gets beat by the winger back, and then Van Dijk is just tracking back, probably a 2v1. And everyone knows subconsciously when we see Van Dijk in a 2v1, it's no big deal. 90%, 99% of the time.
You want to rephrase that? I can't be 4 years.
Listen. I've been watching this guy because that was a part of my agenda to defend Trent.
But you're defending the guy.
Listen, before we go down this road, there's a reason why I was looking at my phone, because there's something I want to address. 20 times LFC. How confident are this panel on Wirtz deal after Paul Joyce said LFC not willing to meet asking price? One second.
Paul Joyce doesn't know shit.
One second.
It's not about that.
You guys crashing out. Relax. Sorry.
Guys. 20 times LFC. Thank you for the super chat. Let's just watching what the tap-in merchant himself is saying.
Florian Wirtz and Liverpool almost there. Negotiation advancing well between the two clubs, and more contacts took place on Friday, and the agreement on the total package, it also included over 130 million euros, is now on the verge of being reached. It's just about some final details. The player is waiting for Liverpool. The agreement, we know, with the player is done, and now the two clubs are really getting closer, almost there. Final steps, and then the here we go is expected for Florian Wirtz to become a new Liverpool player from Bayer Leverkusen, with medical test could take place next week. That could be a possibility. Meanwhile, Liverpool are advancing well to have Florian Wirtz.
Why does he speak like he's got balls in his mouth?
Why was the sync so fucked up?
This was Fabrizio literally like 2 minutes ago. So I'm not worried about it whatsoever. That's what I'm telling you guys. Just chill out. 20 times LFC Habibi. Thank you for the super chat, but just chill out.
Look, Liverpool.
Can we go back to the Robbo thing first, Jay? I need to understand.
Yeah, the Robbo thing's mad. I ain't
it's 3 years.
You guys really want to talk about Andy Robertson now? You really want to talk about Andy Robertson?
Because let's.
You want to talk? You want to sit here and talk about Andy Robertson?
Someone opened the doors, and we're allowed to go in, ain't we? You know?
I was gonna add his interview, Robbo's interview on the international duty. He said he basically don't care, innit? That was
Robbo's going to play still next season.
100%.
I'm waiting for the fume when Robbo starts the game.
Robertson's going to play where, Habibi?
I think Robbo will play games next season. I don't think Kerkez will play every game.
Why is this guy call me out?
I think Robbo
Jamal deserves Ballon d'Or.
I don't see Robertson playing at all next season. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
The guy said
you mean start little off games like in the FA Cup, and you know.
I reckon Robbo starts the season.
Oh no! Oh no! He's not going to
the worst
start.
Thing you need, you know when you buy, we got 2 left backs already. You're planning to buy another one, right? Hear me. I think Kerkez will take the position. That's the future, right?
Yeah, Kerkez will play most of the games.
In Robbo's head, he's like, "Yo, let me just up my game now," because these man think.
No. Robbo doesn't have the ability to up his game over Kerkez. He cannot do it.
He's done.
And his first assist was fucking like Arsenal.
Remember, guys. Remember.
How are we doing Robbo happy 2025?
The only reason I would entertain
this is how Jurgen Klopp ran the club, and you guys complained about it. On loyalty. Now look at you all.
I'm not saying Robbo should play, but I think he will. Look, Kerkez is going to play the majority of games. We all agree with that.
Yeah.
But I think Robbo will play games here and there. I think this season coming, where Slot didn't trust the players to rotate last year, he's going to trust the players a bit more. So he likes Robbo, we know that. So he'll trust Robbo to come in games that Kerkez need resting. You know, you got Szoboszlai there. Wirtz needs a game off. He can play Szoboszlai. So I think he's got more rotation next season that he's going to trust.
Agreed.
You know what it is with Robbo, guys? Yeah? If you think about it like this, we bought Simicaz in it to back him up. He refused that. So the reason he is the way he is, you're forgetting about Robertson as well, guys. He's younger than Van Dijk and he's younger than Salah at the same time as well. You know what I mean? And he's playing like he's 37, the way he's playing at the moment. He can't run, can't create goals anymore. What use have we actually got for him as a left back consistently? There ain't. So just I say let him go now. I'd rather he leaves now, keep his legacy instead of like he still plays for Liverpool. Otherwise, we're gonna like trash him every single time he makes mistakes again. So yeah, just let the guy go, man. I don't know why we're still.
So this whole season, he just standing there.
Ends.
All right, Robbo gets a new deal. Robbo gets a new deal.
There's more to a player than just what he does on the pitch.
No one's having a conversation whether he's the guy or not. I'm not saying he's the guy, but come on, man. Let's be real. Like he weren't that bad, bro.
Endz. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about now.
The way you guys make it sound
before it even gets worse. Just let the guy go. I'm saying.
Robbo's not going anywhere. He's too big of a leader in the dressing room. Even if he becomes the backup left back, he's too big of a part of.
I don't think he wants to be a left back.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have a choice if we don't sell him. And honestly, he will stay at the club. He will stay at the club at least this year.
Can I just ask you, how many errors?
He's a very stubborn guy, you know, Robertson. You know,
I'm going to go for Robbo anyway. It's 2025.
I would rather him than.
Can I just ask everyone on the panel though? How many errors do you think Robbo made last season in the Premier League?
I reckon he made 3, and that's it.
I think he made like 5
leading to a goal.
I think he only made 3 errors.
I already know the answer to the question 1.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. So why we?
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. Can I tell you something?
On,
that statistic doesn't take into account like what he did against Fulham as an example. Remember against Fulham, like when he got
everyone against
you don't have to do this.
No, that's not an error leading to.
It's
not an error leading to a goal because he
like this time you can just let it go.
I want to say the guy's legacy.
That's not an error leading to a goal.
There's one error he made leading to a
goal.
Guys,
1 second. That's not an error leading to a goal because the guy got sent off. So it's not an error leading to a goal.
No, that's fine. But when the
error leading to the goal was the remember Fulham away. When he gave the ball straight to the Fulham player.
It was bad. Yeah.
But you guys land
didn't matter.
You land on the Saga one, which I thought he should have done better with. That's the one I 100% thought he should have done better with.
Yeah, in your own box as well, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, no, I get that. But all the other ones, that's it, bro. That's the one. When you guys said
Southampton penalties.
Okay, can everyone stop? Everyone just stop.
I don't like you.
Before this becomes an Andrew Robertson debate that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah, exactly.
Simple question. We're playing Barcelona in a Champions League final. Are you trusting Robertson against Lamine Yamal?
No. But I'm also
thank you guys very much for proving
I'm also not trusting Kerkez against Lamine Yamal.
Why not, bro?
But Kerkez has a better chance at least. Fuck
where's the evidence?
Believe what I'm hearing.
Where's the evidence? Andy Robertson getting cooked by everywhere.
When Robbo starts the season against Brentford, whoever it is at home, the internet's going to break.
That's the reason why Endz is smiling. Even he knows. He knows.
No. Let me tell you what Endz is
just
doing.
imagine Yamal against Robertson. Yeah, look at him.
Let me tell you.
No, look at this guy. Yeah, laugh more. Yeah. Yamal against Robertson.
Listen,
serious, bro.
Very serious.
Endz just saw a perfect opportunity to be objective, and he took it. That's all Endz is doing. Endz actually agrees with me. Don't believe this guy. Let's just move on, please. Because this is what Endz does. He's like, oh, here's an opportunity. Let's have this discussion. No, we're not doing it. No, not this time.
I just don't trust the 4 years you said, bro. That's not.
Okay, 2.
Happy now.
Right, that's a better number.
You can say 2.
That's a better number. I can rest with
that. Up to Sean, he says Mike gives to.
I'm a penny pincher. What can I say?
He gives money to the homeless and then asks for change.
Mike, if you do that,
Mike Pierce in the chat. That's crazy.
That's funny.
Mike, I'll be honest with you. That's like the worst under name, and we've heard horrible ones over the last 24 hours.
That's it, man.
Just saying. Hey, big up to you, Shawnee, man. Big up to you. Listen, big up everyone locked in. We have 1,300 people in here. We're not even at 500 likes yet. You guys are a bunch of frauds. We haven't even hit 500 likes yet. You want us to talk about Striker and all that shit? You can't even hit the like button. Hit the like button right now. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to all these guys' channels. It's all in the description. Let's get the likes up here. It's free. Anyway, speaking of discussions in 2025, Darwin Nunez is headed to Saudi Arabia, ladies and gentlemen. What a day.
75?
Yes, incredible scenes of glorious emotion. Alhamdulillah. Thank God.
Who are we
Thank
ripping
God.
off?
If you
Really?
guys in the chat don't get this to 1,000 like, I'm gonna put it in universe that he stays another year.
There you go. See?
Who are we ripping off?
I promise you, stay another year, and you might have to deal with him missing chances.
Don't do
next
that.
year.
Endz,
Endz, don't do that.
Habibi, talk to me. Nunez headed to Al Hilal. Let's let Endz talk about this now.
Sure, then.
And no one interrupt him or anything, so he can't claim devil's advocate, fraudulence. They interrupted me. They didn't let me land. Blah blah blah. Here,
If the money is right, bro, then 100% sell him. But I do listen. I'm always gonna have to play both sides of the. You know what I mean? I can't just allow you guys to just cook him. Yeah, he wasn't great this season. I get it, but the guy didn't play, bro. They opted not to even play him when they could have.
Come on, man.
Time's up. No, his time's up. His time's up. His time's up. His time's up. I will agree with that. I'm not gonna argue with
Darwin
you guys.
Nunez.
And Jamie, you know I supported him when he first came up. We was in streams together. I
Yeah, no,
supported that,
but
like.
at the same
I'll give it
time,
up.
the season, the second season wasn't a bad season, but you guys, that's the season you used to beat him with the whole time, right? That's the season you used to beat him with. The third season, I agree. He hasn't done anything, bro, to deserve. I think he's got 5 goals in the league, and I can't remember. I don't think he scored any other goals apart from that. So I agree. If you can get good money for him this season, thank you very much, bro. Appreciate your services, but we're gonna use that to go and buy a top number 9. But I ain't gonna throw no party. And listen, if you guys don't get the likes up, I promise you, bro. I'm normally right with these things. I'll throw it in the universe.
But
We'll stay here, bro.
but look, think about it, Endz. Think about it, Endz. At what positions would you say we had our weakest points this season, despite winning the league?
The forward,
right back, left back, and a cover for Gavin Birch.
All right, here's why I'm going to slightly disagree with the right and left back. Slightly, but you have a point. I feel
Weakest.
like when we started the season, I feel like the team structure was very good. I felt we looked balanced. We looked like teams couldn't break us down. And then for some reason, Slot changed it. And once he changed it, that's when the team looked overall a bit frail. That's when it looked a bit off-centered. Before, Trent was staying at right back, Robbo was staying at left back, and then we was actually allowing the midfielders to go and do their jobs and the attackers. But then he changed it, and then we just look open most of the rest of the season. So that's why I slightly. But in terms of the strikers, bro, between the two strikers, I think they got like 40 shots each or 30 odd shots each, bro. That's low. When Diaz has like 80 odd, Gakpo has 80 odd, Salah had 100 and something. Like, our strikers shouldn't have 30 shots in a season, bro. That means they've had less shots than they've played games. That means they're averaging 1 shot in the Premier League a game. Under 1 shot. So yeah. But that's partly as a team, we didn't maybe not create enough in terms of our shooting opportunities, because at the end of the day, it's not like they're shooting and missing. If they had loads of shots but they was missing the target, you can complain about it. But they're not even shooting, bro. So I don't know what they've been asked and how they've been asked to play, but definitely we need a number 9 going forward.
100%.
We need someone up front, especially if you're getting Florian Wirtz in. You need someone this brother can go and create to. And
What's your preference right now in terms of 9s?
The Isak one, but I keep getting turned down.
Hey, brother.
I think
look. You think we're spending the 150 on Wirtz because we know we're getting the money back via the outgoings, or you think the outgoings could possibly provide us with extra cash to go and pay 150?
Yeah, I think the Wirtz is just Liverpool paying that because he's a player they really want, and that's. But I think the Nunez sale is where we go use the money to go and buy the striker. Look, Liverpool are not. Look,
is that 150? Another 150?
Yeah, why fucking not? Let's do it this summer.
Hey, brother, don't do that.
If Liverpool have a front 4 of Isak, Diaz, Salah, and Wirtz,
bro,
we're gonna win the quad.
Oh, hell yeah.
It'll be a possibility. Look at all the strikers that go. So Delap's gone to Chelsea. It looks like Kekez might go to Chelsea. I got a feeling Kerkez will go to Man United.
That'd be crazy, by the way.
Benjamin Tesco's going to Arsenal.
Call him Tesco, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, Tesco.
Yeah, because
he's going to Arsenal. Now, I think Osimhen could be a possibility if he doesn't go to Saudi. That could be a possibility. And then I think Mark Wedgwood.
Hell no.
I think Michael Edwards really loves Alvarez. So I think if Liverpool could do it, Alvarez is my number one choice. He's actually my number 2 choice.
And it might be cheaper than Isak too.
I reckon it'd be one of them. I really think there's another.
You know something about Alvarez? I
moment.
just refuse to give up on that dream because I know for a fact Alvarez said yes to us last summer, but we just said no to the Diaz trade.
And
That's
rightly
it.
so, I think. Right.
That's it. Like we just didn't send Diaz to Man City to get Julian Alvarez.
Why would you have done that though, bro? That's crazy. You can't give them.
No,
Diaz would have been a baller.
The thing is, Manchester City,
I ain't doing that.
Manchester City were taking the piss. They didn't just want Diaz; they wanted Diaz and like 40 million.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
no.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
Diaz
think we
and
need
30
to-
million, 40 million. So that's just too
we
much
do-
money right there.
we
But
don't
I
have
do
to
think
stress about
Julian
the name.
Alvarez, you can probably, no exaggeration, probably 115 million, 120 million. You get him out of Atletico.
not necessary. It don't have to be that much.
Just give them Nunez on top of that, innit? You'll be
Paid
fine.
90 for him.
Yeah.
They will want
You don't
to
need-
make profit at least.
No man, Atleti. Sometimes Atleti don't really sell them players that expensively, innit?
No.
Sometimes
Ooh,
sometimes they break even and shit.
But
Who are you talking about? If you're talking about
Atleti.
Joao Felix, and that guy failed at like 4 other clubs,
I mean,
that
like,
doesn't count.
Yeah, but we
but
don't-
overall, in terms of their outgoings, like I don't think it has to be like 30 mil above the price that they bought him for.
Yeah,
And the 90 was with add-ons. I don't know if he met the add-ons, but you know.
He's definitely met that based on how he's been playing, though. But yeah, he's definitely gone up in value. We can't go there and try and like strong on them and say, "Yo, listen, just give us Alvarez." They're gonna want money for him.
Yeah.
The problem
Unless
is
you're
with
planning to
Alvarez
break the
thing as
English
well, the
transfer
rumor
ban,
is
I
he
don't know.
just hates living in England because he wants to live like in a hot country type thing.
Ah,
That's not-
Oh,
you're gonna get paid, man. Come
it's a Zubermendi type thing.
No, Zubermendi's just a bitch.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's Alvarez. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's Isak. It doesn't matter if it's some Brazilian that you've never heard of. It doesn't matter if it's the MLS top striker of 2025. Anyone on the planet will have a better conversion rate than Darwin Nunez, which I think is what, like 12%, 11%, like actual dog shit. Like Darwin Nunez's journey in Liverpool is like a Greek mythological fable of a man who gets every possible opportunity to become great and then consistently fails every single opportunity to become great.
Yeah, do it
The
now. Do it
one-
now.
Nah.
The one-
Yeah, do it now, Endz.
the one and only season where he put up respectable numbers, everyone forgets the context that if he had done it with a better percentage, he would have had one of the greatest seasons in the history of seasons. So we're propping a guy up for having a good season when he could have had the greatest season of all time.
One question, Mike.
We're choosing to view one side of the coin rather than the other. Anyone will be better. Anyone on the face of the earth will be better than.
All right. First of all, 2 questions. Why are you so negative? One.
That was positive. That was positive.
No, that was not positive. You took
Ask
Darwin Nunez being bad and made it worse.
There is nothing worse than Darwin Nunez, though.
Yeah. Have you seen Rasmus Højlund?
Yes.
Rasmus Højlund has a 10% better conversion rate.
Conversion rate is rubbish when he doesn't have the IQ to get into spots to actually have a.
It doesn't. That does not matter because he scores the opportunities that he gets better.
I'm having Darwin over Rasmus.
Yeah,
What?
allow that, man. Yeah.
Are you saying
I would take
the
anyone-
reason
The fact though that we are comparing Darwin Nunez to Rasmus
That's the
Højlund,
sad thing, ain't it? That's the sad
that
thing.
in itself shows me how shit the player is.
Yep.
Because when he first came in, I'll never forget, Community Shield, he scored the header against Man City and Haaland missed all those chances. And we were
missed the open
comparing
goal,
him to
didn't he?
Erling Braut
Yeah. He
He
Haaland.
scored a back heel for his first Premier League goal
And now
ever,
we're
and then
comparing
he
him
went
to who?
straight downhill.
Rasmus.
Hey,
we went from Haaland
listen.
to Højlund.
Listen. This might sound very bad.
Mike is actually not being negative, by the way. Just so you know something.
Naive.
Mike was actually pro Nunez for 2.5 years.
I love
Until-
Darwin Nunez.
Until you want to know,
Oh, yeah, that is
you want to know something
When did
next.
he wake
You
up?
know how earlier on I said only God can fix Nunez. God fixed Mike because Mike finally developed the possibility of just criticizing the shit at Darwin Nunez, and he did a 180-degree turn. I'll tell you
I
when
haven't had
Mike
that
turned,
call yet.
let me tell you when Mike turned 180 degrees, Aston Villa away. As soon as Mike saw that performance, he was completely done. He was just like, I'm done with this. I give up on the possibility of this idiot becoming good ever in his life.
No, I've given up. Yeah, I've given up a long time ago. But
welcome, Habibi. I gave up 3 years ago.
You don't have to take what I'm saying literally word for word. I'm being hyperbolic.
That's what we have to do.
I am exaggerating. Okay, but like I am from the East Coast of the United States. We all speak in hyperbole and exaggeration. Clearly, there are.
So do we, Dad.
I've been listening to what you say, then, Mike. That's crazy.
Clearly, there are a few select, maybe like 3 or 4 players on planet Earth who I would take Darwin Nunez over. But outside of those 3 or 4, I'm taking literally anyone alive over Darwin Nunez.
Do you know? I've got a question to ask you guys in the chat. Right, I've got a question here. So we know, famously, that Michael Edwards likes waiting for the right player if he thinks he can get that player.
No, I knew what you.
What if there is a scenario that Darwin still gets sold? So we still sell Darwin, yeah, still sell Darwin. But Liverpool know they can get Julian Alvarez or Isak next season, right? But they just can't get him this summer. But there's a deal in place that they could definitely get him next summer. Do you just wait till next summer to get that striker, but still sell Darwin?
No. Because
Wirtz can play false 9. Because Wirtz can play false 9.
Players are 33 and 34.
We need more players.
Solutions today.
Right now. Even if you want to get a stopgap for a year, I would rather us get a stopgap than do nothing. We need.
We still get a stopgap. Yeah, still get a stopgap.
We need to get a striker. We need to get someone.
So you get Ollie Watkins as a stopgap till you get Alvarez in his head.
Nah.
I hate Ollie Watkins. I'll never forget him for Etihad away.
I want to win the league. I want to win.
The win missed the 2 clear-cut chances.
We won the league with Darwin. See, I think we could do it still with like.
No. Look. You cannot rest on your laurels.
Look at Endz.
Say again. He's trying it.
No, say again, Jamie. Who did we win the league?
Get Harry Kane. Harry Kane's there for 50 million.
No, Jamie. Who's our number 9 that we won the league with? I forgot. Sorry.
Diogo Jota.
No, the number 9, the guy with the 9 on his shirt, the back of his shirt.
To be fair, Darwin, we won the league with Darwin. So look,
Jamie, man, come on, man.
I don't want Darwin at the football club, by the way. I'm just saying, like,
if Premier League you're all celebrating,
I want Alvarez as my striker.
Did not give us that. Allow it.
Alvarez is my number 1 striker.
The 2 last minute goals against Brentford. Was it Brentford?
The guy that you criticize week in, week out is the one who gave us that, my brother.
No, not week in, week out. That's lies, bro.
I think most of us on this
just every
panel,
other game.
Most of us on this panel either want Alvarez or Isak, as our number 1 striker this season.
Yep.
I'm just saying, if we can, there's a guarantee we get him the following summer because both clubs just can't do it this summer for whatever reason, and there's a guarantee you get him next year. Do you just buy a stopgap knowing next year you go get your guy? Because what if strikers are actually out there, they're that good? That's the thing.
If we get a stopgap, yes. If we get no one, then no.
I'm trying to work out who's actually out there that's that good right now.
No, but when we say that, here's the thing. Now I've signed Wirtz. Now I've got Salah on the right hand side. I need someone up top to at least get me 15 fucking Premier League goals. Like I'm not asking for much now. I'm just asking 15, 16.
Yeah, we still have more on them, man. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you could see.
Hey, if you start Nunez every game, he'd get you 15.
Shesko, he scored 15 this season. We could have brought him in.
How much would Diaz? How many goals would Diaz get you playing through the number 9 all season?
Wirtz would get you 15 playing through the 9, and Sabo could stay in the 10 if you really wanted to.
On a serious note, do you guys don't think if you play Darwin up front the whole season, you wouldn't get 15 goals?
No, he would not.
No, seriously, bro. No.
And I'm being serious.
Maybe,
and the numbers prove it.
Maybe, but he would have to get 15 goals on 115 chances. So he'd have to have 115 chances in order to get those 15 goals. Because then his percentage would actually line up.
He got 11 in the Prem this season before.
I can't believe we're discussing Darwin, man.
Then he got 5, but he did
and guess what? Scoring 4 more Premier League goals is not easy. Martinelli
got 15. But we said if you start the games,
would you take Martinelli at Liverpool?
No, I'm just saying.
I'd rather have Walsh.
Martinelli scored 15 goals playing left wing for a terrorist with no penalties. Would you take him?
Martinelli's more of a striker.
Martinelli is a striker.
Yeah, now everyone's doing Martinelli hype just to hype up their point. Yes, Nunez cannot score 15 goals, and the numbers prove it. The numbers prove it.
Well, not really. Well, we changed it
17
slightly. We said if you play the whole
chances
season, 38 games in a
72 big
season.
chances missed,
Why would
lower
you take that
conversion
risk,
rate than
Endz?
Rasmus Højlund. Of course, he can't score.
It
15
is the
goals.
risk, though, at the end of the day.
Why you take that risk, Endz? I don't understand.
Because you man just told me you got Salah, we got Florian Wirtz. I'm just saying.
Listen,
We got...
let me say something to you.
Stopgap.
I like the way you're winding us up.
Listen,
Endz,
he can be the legs like Szoboszlai, innit? The
I'm getting fed up with this moving
defensive
stuff, man.
striker, innit?
A defensive striker, Mark.
Yeah.
Listen,
Bring
bro.
it,
You said,
bring it,
you said
bring it.
we want to bring in Alvarez, right? No problem. Bring in Alvarez. If we guarantee to get Alvarez or Isak next season, use Nunez as a stopgap.
I'd
Why,
laugh.
man?
I would laugh if that happened. You know, I'd laugh if that.
I keep telling you, man, if you don't get over that 500 likes, bro, he's definitely stay there. Watch.
I would rather rotate.
Did you guys ever think to yourselves like the reason we won the league this season is because of like we shafted these type of players like on the side? Did you ever think about that? Think about it this way.
This is
Do what?
Think
No,
about
we
it this
agree.
way.
Yeah, we agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, we agree.
So like, listen, we don't need Darwin to stay, man. Let him go, man. Let
We've
him
had
No,
no,
he's not. The manager's not wanting.
By the
We
way,
don't.
Diaz playing false 9 helped us a lot.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
something that helped us. Gakpo went on a nice little goal scoring run as well. Salah
next
was our
season
best
as well.
forward all year, you know.
Nunez
So
gave you a win to keep your head in the title race.
yeah,
Go
guess
on,
what?
Feed it
Arsenal
in.
finished
Feed it.
16 points behind us. Even if we didn't beat Brentford, we still won the league.
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
true.
back to the topic.
I don't know because Arsenal was close and then he made us extend that lead.
Nah, Arsenal were not
Yeah, it
close.
was. I think
When
it was-
Arsenal
You know
were
what
close
I
away at
wish?
Because when
points was
Arsenal
down
were
to 5.
close away at Aston Villa, he
The
missed a
points
one
was down to
XG goal.
5 and Nunez helped us
He missed
extend
one
that point,
XG goal.
bro.
He missed an open net.
I wish to
It's,
spend
I'm
15
not
mil on
doing
Nunez.
Not doing
I just
this.
wish.
But hold on. If here's the thing though, Nunez actually kind of did do us a favor because if he had scored that goal, wait. Let me finish.
All the
If he
logical people are top pro, chat.
Hussam, let me
Everyone else
let me-
is taking the piss is bottom row. Here we go.
Let me explain my logic, and then you'll put me back up there. Because if he had scored that goal against Villa, then we don't win the league at home. So ultimately, he did do
Who
us a favor
cares?
because I do.
We
I
do.
I
We
would've-
care, bro.
I
Win
do.
the league
I-
when you
I
win the
don't-
league, man. I
I don't want to win the league away. Fuck all that shit. I want to win it at home. That actually matters to me. Like definitely. If you gave me a choice 10 times out of 10, I want to win it at home over winning it away.
Mike say
And
Nunez
Darwin-
helped us become full circle. Big up, Mike. Big up. Full circle, Darwin.
Big up, Darwin.
Listen, he did. And also him scoring against Brentford did kind of cancel that out. So you know, points drop, points won. We won it at home. Everyone's happy.
Didn't he not get one of the wins as well for us in the Champions League? You know when we was winning, beating up everyone in the Champions League. Did he not get a winner in one of those games?
You're genuinely the most shameless person on
No,
the because that Salah header was going in the back of the net and Nunez literally.
well, we don't know if it was. It could have been going.
No,
wide.
it was literally going.
All
in
we
the back.
know is the striker was poaching. And he
Guys, can we
poached
get
the goal.
500 likes so we can stop this waffle session, please? Just get 500 likes. And I
What
promise
striker
you-
do you think's going to come in? What
You know
striker?
what,
do we
really?
need?
No,
What
I
striker's
will
coming
answer
in?
that.
Well, hold
Jamie,
on.
but-
Hussam. Oh, my bad, Endz. Go ahead.
No, I will answer it, Jamie. But Sam, listen, this is what I'm telling you. They don't want Darwin out. I told you. People
Hey.
just say stuff. They don't care.
Listen.
If they cared, they would have got the likes up.
500 likes and the heel
They don't
stop,
care.
chat.
I promise you, they don't care.
You know who I'm
There's-
upset about? Super upset about? Marmoush. I wanted Marmoush at my club so bad.
You do
Oh,
know we
my
went. You do know we went to Salzburg and took Taki Minamino instead of Haaland. I mean, this happens at Liverpool. This is what we do, man.
Oh my god,
Who
bro.
do you think? Who do you think? No, honestly, guys, who do you think we buy as a striker? 'Cause the options are getting limited.
The issue.
That's who we're gonna get.
You reckon it'd be
Ekitike,
Hmm.
Ekitike is a good option, but to all these people who are saying Retegui, the guy from Atalanta, I just
Good
do me a
plan, man.
favor. Yeah, okay, perfectly fine, but do me a favor. I know that he scored 25 goals. Just go through and actually list them to yourself because you'll realize that 5 out of those 38 games account for 50% of his goals. And those 5 games were against dog shit teams. So, yes, he did have a lot of numbers, but ultimately the consistency. I don't know.
But Arsenal and Everton and these teams are dog shit teams anyway, so
But maybe we need a striker to score against the dog shit.
Can
team.
I ask
but-
one more
but-
question? Can I ask
Yeah.
one more question? Big up to the chat. We hit the 500, so I'm gonna ask one more question and I'll let it land in it.
No, you can't. That's fine.
Apart from like,
not a Nunez question,
man.
please.
no. Apart from Mane and Salah, yeah, who's been the other guy in that Klopp era that's hit the numbers that Darwin has hit?
Jota.
Jota.
I don't think he has, bro. But you know,
Firmino did it as well. 2 seasons.
Gakpo and Diaz, to be fair.
Listen,
Gakpo, literally, Diaz
Endz.
scored 13 literally this year, bro.
the
What are you talking
frustration. The frustration.
nah,
with
strikers.
Darwin.
They made it clear. Strikers.
about?
Look,
Strikers, because Mane and Salah are strikers.
Luis
right?
Diaz has more hat tricks than Darwin Nunez in the 9, and Darwin Nunez played there for 3 years.
Look, guys, look. I
Are we
understand.
gonna
We
stop
don't
with this
need to talk. We don't need to do this Nunez thing. Listen, let's just close the Nunez thing. You know why? Because I understand. We don't like Nunez. We want Nunez to leave.
Is that it? Is that it? We don't like Nunez.
Is there any more coming out?
Wow, bro, that's why.
I don't
Waiting.
want-
We got quiet.
Waiting for
Listen,
Milan.
It's Eid today. I'm celebrating. You get me? I've been out all day and it's fucking 2:17 a.m. I'm not doing this Nunez prop. Fucking like it's literally June of 2025. The day for Nunez prop is done. I would take any striker in the entirety of the Premier League over Darwin Nunez, including that lump of shit that plays for Southampton as well. I would take Danny Welbeck over Darwin Nunez. I'm desperate to just see this guy fuck off my club because this conversation is going to the shits now. It's going to the shits, this whole Nunez hype now. Can you guys stop it now? We're at 500 likes. You said you're going to stop. Now we both stop. Let's have real conversation. Thank you very much. Stop. Khalas. It's over. Put the fries in the bag, both of you. Anyway, let me read these super chats and then we'll carry on the stream. John W. Henry has us all gassed. Oh, for once, he took his money out instead of buying a new yacht. Fucking prick. Not you, John, innit? Big up to Nasser who says 100 million plus Uruguayan donkey for Alvarez. We would pay for his ticket to Madrid. Oh, I would personally fund his ticket. I promise you. And knowing this toxic community, I could do one stream and we would fund like a first class ticket for him to
Check his
to
bags
Madrid.
for him.
Yeah, easy. I would fund the flight. Look at these two texting each other on the side, planning trouble.
No.
I could tell because Endz is typing on the
I'm
side.
talking
And,
to the
and-
chat. No, sorry, you was doing the super chat. I'm talking to the chat.
Sesko, Ekitike, Isak, Alvarez, Osimhen, all on the table. We signed Joao Pedro. Do you rate it?
El Pedro's a good footballer. Good footballer.
I think Joao Pedro is better than Sesko. I think he's similar level to Ekitike, I would say.
And he gives us the 15, innit?
Say that again.
15, the 15 goals.
15 goals.
Mm.
I think Pedro gives us something completely different to the 15 goals thing because Pedro will be able to drop deep and then he would give you the ability.
Well.
And then he would give you the ability to create space
Yeah.
for our two wingers in
Yeah.
behind.
The thing with Joao Pedro, I don't think it makes sense now you're getting Wirtz because Wirtz is going to occupy that position that he'd want to occupy. I think if you're playing Wirtz there in that 10 role, by the sounds of it, that's where Liverpool want to play him. You need an out-and-out striker in front of him, don't you? You need someone who's going to run off the shoulder.
With Joao Pedro is he's learning his trade as a player, innit? We don't want someone like that. We need someone.
He's a good
that's gonna
talent.
it's good
But,
talent,
yeah.
but we need someone that can do the job now. I mean, enough giving players few years to develop in Liverpool. We just
Need
want
a
to
true
take the
nine,
next
innit?
steps. Yeah, we need to take the next steps, man.
Yeah.
If it's Isak, man,
Yeah.
Listen,
it's fine.
never say never. That's all I would say. Never say never. It's a possibility. But
Yeah, it's still a possibility. Yeah.
we're talking possibilities versus probabilities, though.
Who thought we were buying Wirtz at the beginning of the summer? Let's face it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't.
Thought we were going to buy Wirtz, so it could happen.
Welbeck the next summer. Alvarez. Welbeck is perfect for all
no,
that play. Good finisher. Not this bum strikers in the market. Go with Inter's model. Good striker, low fee. If my only option was either Welbeck or Nunez, I'm choosing Welbeck.
Yeah.
If that's the only option.
Yeah.
Chat.
Marcus Trey.
Chat,
Agreed.
if you had one choice and one choice,
I take a whole lot more players. I mean, Welbeck over a lot of players, to be honest.
Welbeck or Nunez, chat, for a year.
What about Marcus Thuram?
Well,
No.
Rubbish.
No.
Oh, I
rubbish.
love Marcus Thuram. I think he's a baller.
Nah, man.
Are you being serious, bro?
Who's he ain't that good, bro.
Come on, man, stop this.
Marcus Thuram is a very good player, bro. He's actually better than Lautaro. Go watch Inter, you'll see.
Yeah, everyone's better than Lautaro.
He missed a wide open header in the Champions League final down 2-0. He scores that, it's a completely different game.
I watch Inter every now and then, and Thuram is actually better than Lautaro.
Yeah, but he has my first touch. Come on.
No, he does not. No, he does not. Thuram is a good footballer. He's not a bad footballer.
Unfortunately for Marcus Thuram, he runs like his mum and not his dad.
Who are you talking about? Different, yes. Yeah, Marcus.
That's the problem.
Rubbish, man.
I thought when I was watching Thuram the other day,
make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing before I end the stream just out of anger. You get me? You know.
Are you angry, Hussam?
Yeah, of course, because you guys tried to rattle me on
Why?
my day.
No, we weren't trying to rattle you.
it's on Eid and we're rattling him.
You see, do you guys see me pissing you off at Christmas? You're pissing me off on Eid.
I don't celebrate nothing.
You don't say, okay, so I don't piss you off on your birthday either.
Sam, I do a
don't
special.
even celebrate that.
We're doing a special Christmas Day video where you can come on and piss us all off.
I can't celebrate Nunez leaving in peace. I'm just happy that he's finally gonna leave.
But we don't know if he's gonna leave or something. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm very happy he's gonna leave because he's on the worst Liverpool signing ever.
Would you guys take? Can I ask a question? Would you guys take Mohamed Kudus? Because West Ham, I think, want to get.
I would.
Kudus is so inconsistent. No, I don't know.
Depends on price tag.
I don't think it's going to be the 80 million pound anymore. I don't think it's going to
if I have anyone at West Ham, I'd take Bequeta if I had the choice.
No, I don't need them kind of scammers in there, bro.
Yeah, I know. He's obviously got to give it a
Endz. Your literal name is Endz. You have to have one scam up on the ends. Like, come on.
I did. Nah.
You can't be Endz and don't want a scammer, innit?
Nah, bro, but I can't have him missing games though, bro. 8 months bans and that.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah, that different. Okay. Yeah, that different.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the betting scandals, man. It was so obvious, Lex. Come on. Wake up, Habibi.
No, but when we say scammer in it's different, innit? Then
when you say Kudus isn't needed, I hear you, but we could use some depth and stuff like that. And that's why I said it depends on
play right across the line.
Look, guys, look.
80, I won't pay.
When Salah can't dribble past his guy,
50, something like that. 50.
Think about
40, I would pay. 40, I'd pay.
Yeah,
and
think about
he's young, isn't he? So yeah.
Think about City when they had Sterling and Mahrez as backup. Yeah, you understand? We can have Salah and Kudus as backup. That's beautiful.
If Salah's struggling in the game and can't dribble past his man,
we're a big side now, innit?
I think Jared Bowen.
Hey, Endz, low it, fam.
What?
At this point in time, he's just trying it and it's not working.
I think Jared Bowen would be better than Kudus.
Am I wrong though? Am I wrong?
Hey, brother.
Exactly.
Oh, Bowen.
I think with Jared Bowen, he's a bit older, isn't he? Though.
I'm not
wrong. If you're going to play with the strike, if you're going to pick either Bowen or Kudus to play the striker, I'd pick Bowen. Bowen
see, we could actually get Bowen for probably 20 million.
Small piece. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can.
Bowen to get your goals as well.
Yeah.
Good player, man.
He would get us goals. And he actually, funnily enough, speaking on the striker position, he has played striker for West Ham. Remember Arsenal away?
Who does Bowen play in front of then? If you're saying he will get us goals.
No, they're talking about like a backup kind of.
So when for Salah? Backup.
Yeah, and I think he could play up top as well. He's actually played up top for West Ham this season.
I think Bowen's Bowen's extremely underrated. I think he's a good footballer.
He's a team player, isn't he, Jay?
I agree. I think he's a good player.
Yeah.
Are we selling Chiesa?
Yeah, I think Chiesa and Darwin are definitely gone. And if we get a good money for Diaz, he'll go. If not, he'll stay.
Hey, it's going to be hard to... Who's our left wing to replace Diaz, though?
The left wing market is meaty.
Exactly.
Apart from the ones that are not, attainable, like the Kvaratskhelia of this world and stuff like that, you're not going to get them. So everyone underneath it. Yeah, everyone underneath it. Crap.
He was attainable until Mr. Sanderson did a video.
Yeah, Cal ruined it. We know this.
Yeah, we all know. He ruined the transfer. He did. And actually, we were close to a here we go. Callum said Wirtz's name, and now it's dragging a little bit.
Oh.
Just saying. Like we let him say his name 2 weeks ago, and it's been dragging ever. If he ruins this one, then bro, I don't even know if he ruins this one.
He's saying emergency stream.
I definitely. That's not just emergency stream. That's a cry for help stream right there. That would be like, listen, we have to find the solution. Here we go. My fault. Yeah, because I'm
to watch that crash.
How am I responsible for Callum talking? He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions. That's not on me. That's like Callum being responsible for what Jamie says on the Sanderson show. He ain't responsible. It's up to Jamie to say whatever he wants. Grown man. You get me? But you know the left wing thing. I look at 3 names. One, massive upgrade, Rodrigo.
Yeah.
2,
100%.
equal level player, Barcola. 3, raw talent, Malik Fofana, Leon. Those are the 3 I look.
I think Fofana would be the guy we get if we sell.
We really like Fofana, by the way.
Yeah, I think he's a good player. Wow. As long as we don't get Liao, I'm all right. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that guy that cooked United.
Yeah, Fofana. Yeah.
Why have you got this Liao, Jay?
So I've watched a lot of Italian football this season. It's part of the thing I've been doing.
Yeah.
Every time I watch Liao, man, he's got talent. There's no doubt about that. There's talent there. But he's so inconsistent with his talent. I think he should be putting a bit more together by now for me.
Yeah.
And, you know,
can I tell you something, Jamie, honestly? I think that's because he thinks, and rightfully so, he's better than everyone at AC Milan.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, but if he's better at everyone at AC Milan, he knows that, then he should show it a little bit more.
Yeah, it's an attitude
Yes,
problem.
but here's my thing. He comes to Liverpool, Arne Slot becomes part of the system. He is not the system. Now I can bring out his real talent. Because because Leao walked into Liverpool, he knows he's better. He ain't better than Mo. He ain't better than Birds. He ain't better than Virgil. He ain't better than.
So you're saying he'd be humbled? He'd be humbled.
Yeah, he would be like more focused on showing it week in, week out.
Yeah,
I think.
I totally agree.
And you know, like the transfer won't be like 60, 80 million, is it, with him? Because it's Redbird, isn't it? Redbird involved with FSG, so it'll be less. It'll be a reasonable price. You know what I mean? I've always said that don't judge a player on an environment where it's bad. You know what I mean? Judge a player when he's like
profile of player, not the club, ain't it?
Yeah, just see. If he comes to Liverpool, it could be a different environment for him. Like,
bro, Leao is playing with fucking Krunic, bro. Like,
I mean, there's talent there. There's no doubt about it. There's talent there.
Like fucking Krunic.
Trust me, like when you play with better players, you elevate to different levels, man.
He is extremely quick as well.
And he's big as well. He's a big, like a physical specimen.
He's tall.
Yeah, the quickness. We could use.
The thing is, if I'm being honest, look, you get offered 80 million for Diaz. You use that same exact 80 million to buy Rodrigo. You're cooking, bro.
Hey, Rodrigo, trust.
He wants that.
Wait. Rodrigo, Real Madrid Rodrigo, yeah?
Yeah, he wants
yeah.
He
wants out, bro.
He wants out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's the latest news.
Hang on. What if we buy Rodrigo and play him through the 9 next season?
We need to buy him, innit?
I don't mind that.
I hope so.
On the left, if we sell Diaz, just
quick.
By the way, we wanted him when he was at Brazil, but he rejected us because he wanted to study, mate.
Yeah.
So
study what?
He studied.
He
studied Real Madrid and then went.
Independiente del Valle. We were offered him for 2 million. We said no, and then we offered 115 million 2 years later. I think there's the reason why I brought up those 3 names. I think Rodrigo is an immediate upgrade.
True.
I think Barcola is like similar level. You know, like Barcola's finishing is a bit inconsistent as well. We have to be honest. Like
I think Barcola will frustrate us.
He's a bit scatty, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's inconsistent with his finishing, but similar level dribbler. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Similar level right now. Malik Fofana is the raw one. You never know. Malik Fofana could be the best left winger in 4 years type thing.
Sam, I think Fofana's got a higher ceiling than thing you just mentioned, Barcola. Yeah. No, Malik Fofana is really good. I think he's got a higher ceiling.
I for the people in the chat, they'll vouch. I actually wanted Barcola from when he was at Lyon. I wanted him at Liverpool, but we didn't buy him. I think I thought at the time he would have been like a fantastic player for us.
Do you think Barcola would just frustrate us at times like Diaz does?
Agreed. Same.
He would, but here's the thing. The reason why we
he's younger, ain't he? He's younger.
Yes, that's why we would accept it a bit more because he's 21, so he has room to develop. With Diaz, I feel like this is actually who he is now. This is it.
Yeah.
Like there is no like, oh, he's gonna Here's the thing. If Diaz plays 38 Premier League games next season, he could go from 13, 14 goals to like, let's say 17, 18 tops. But then after that, he'll just, go back to similar level again. So that's what I'm saying now. Strike when the iron is hot.
Yes,
if we get an
100%.
offer 80 million for Lucho, just let him go. Just let him go because I feel like you can upgrade on him right now. But hey, it is what it is. I think this summer is going to be very interesting. I'm just waiting for this Wirtz and Kerkez thing. Kerkez is shaking his bum violently. Shout out Deji for Liverpool Football Club. And then you get Wirtz through the door as well. And now you are cooking. You are playing with some of the best ingredients right now. So I look forward to it. Let me just read these super chats for you. Wrap up the stream. Big up to my guy Alex Cornford, who says, what if we're going to play a diamond in midfield? Gravenberg in the 6, McAllister in the 10, Szoboszlai in the 8, Wirtz 10 with Mo and Cody White striker. And we get Baleba Wart in depth this year. Then Isak next year when Toon don't get Champions.
That's a possibility.
Okay.
Different options.
I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, but I just want to say one thing. There is no way in which any diamond or any replication of the PSG thing works with Gravenberg or Szoboszlai. I'm not scapegoating with Szoboszlai alone. I'm saying it with Gravenberg as well. If you want to do similar to them, you have to sell Gravenberg, sell Szoboszlai, buy Adam Wharton, and buy better passers. End of. That's the only way you can replicate that type of.
I hear that. I hear that.
Just go back. Yeah. I beg you all, and this is an example I always. You guys all watched the Champions League final, right?
Yeah.
It's the worst final ever.
Everyone watched PSG Inter Milan here. Everyone watched
final. The best final.
Oh yeah, worse from a one-sided point of view.
No, but I'm saying everyone watched the final, right? The first goal that PSG scored, that Vitinha pass to Doué before the pass to Hakimi. I'm talking about that pass through the lines.
Yeah.
The only midfielder that I look at in our team that I actually think can make that pass is McAllister. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah, but that's McAllister.
Yeah, 100%.
Quality.
Gravenberg don't make that pass. Nope. Curtis Jones would molest the ball for 60 seconds and then pass it to the right. Wataru Endo doesn't have the best passing. Gravenberg is not the best.
I don't know. Endo's not a bad passer,
Yeah, but he wouldn't be able to make that pass through 3
How do you know?
I reckon Endo's a better passer than Curtis.
True, because Curtis likes to hold the ball. He likes to have high passing accuracy, so he has to hold the ball up a little bit, keep it, show the whole world, hi guys, I'm Curtis Jones, my favorite player is Hazard. Go play with him.
I think next season is Curtis's last season at Liverpool.
I think our best midfield passer is Elliot, actually.
Final third, maybe. But then I would also trust McAllister in the final third a bit more still.
But Elliot has that little cutting edge. He's more aggressive with the passes, isn't it? And the usual, you get
memory.
I know with Elliot.
Memory, but remember Wembley, the pass that Elliot made, Chiesa goal.
But who's if you think about Elliot, the only time he makes those passes is when he comes on as a sub. When he starts games, I don't see him doing those kind of passes regular.
Oh. Yeah.
He's not I actually think Elliot has that, a little bit. Elliot has a little bit of that Trossard gene in him, where he's very good off the bench, but when he starts, he's just sometimes
the Jota gene.
Gets lost in the game.
We don't even forget too far to Trossard. We have Trossard, right? We have Jota right there.
True.
Jeez, guys.
Listen, quick question, is you and Ultra falling out or something, bro? I swear, whole street you get on T.
Who?
Ultra.
What, Vel?
Yeah, you guys
that's
out.
my thumbnails guy.
I know he's your guy, but I'm just I don't know, whole stream, bro. I feel
Yeah, but here's the thing, Vel just rates meaty players, which is why he makes thumbnails instead of doing streams. He rates Curtis Jones, he rates Robertson, etc. Yeah, so he's that type of guy. Anyway.
I didn't make my own, thumbnails.
Yeah, you rate meaty players as well.
No,
we still love you. Love you.
Premier League players. Listen, our Premier League winners are not needy players, yeah?
What an attack.
Oh, really? Is Bebe a good player?
Respect the Premier League winners, bro.
Is Bebe a good player?
Respect the Premier League.
Who's Bebe?
Okay. Bebe, Man United player who won the league.
Oh, the one who went to Turkey.
That one.
The one who went to
yeah.
Turkey.
See, we can go down that route right there. Yeah. You want to go there?
Yeah, man,
Is
not-
Eric Jemba a good player?
Oh my
Well, he didn't
God,
score a
Eric
winner
Jemba
like Darwin, did he?
Oh, really?
Eric
Wow.
Jemba.
Wow.
God, United bought some
Oh, he's
I
trash.
can't believe the names he's mentioning. Wow.
Premier League champion.
But
Premier
he
League
come in
champion.
and seal out games like Wataru, you know what I mean? Didn't come on and control the
No,
game. like
Wataru
Jones.
Endo deserves his Premier League medal.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Wataru.
He was a closer
I mean,
in many games for us.
He's the greatest closer in sport. I don't care what anyone says.
Fair.
That's my
In
guy.
sport. Fucking hell,
In
chill
sport,
out.
Endo's my guy, man. Don't
Hey, relax, Jamie, man. Come on.
No, he's my guy.
Wataru.
I can't believe you, Jay. I can't believe it.
There's a reason why I don't want us to sell him as well, because he's just 10 million. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, make
He's my guy.
like what? You're gonna sell him for 8 million? Like, what's the point? Just keep him, bro. Just
You
keep
know
him.
when Endo's coming on the pitch, the game's over. That's what I love about him. You know?
Yeah. It's
It's
a
true.
game done.
It is true.
Did you guys see that stat where he has like 8 tackles per game or something crazy?
Yeah,
Guys,
man,
just-
just
mental.
stud in, man.
he just comes
Oh.
in and tackles the shit out of people. I like him.
No one can
I
live
know.
with
I
him.
think Endo's better than Ugarte. I don't care what anyone says.
Nah, why did you guys go silent, bro? Don't do that. To
I
me.
wouldn't go that
that's
far.
Nah, you
I
man-
agree,
no,
Jay.
no.
I agree, Jay.
Ugarte-
Jay, I
yeah,
agree. I
Ugarte
agree,
is
bro. I agree.
rubbish,
I
man.
agree. I agree.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm
I
with
think
Ugarte is rubbish.
I think Ugarte is a good player in a bad system.
Hey,
Ugarte is just a tackler, man. They're using him the
hey,
wrong way.
He's not
hey! There's a
footballer.
reason why PSG got rid of him. I won the
He's
Champions
got
League.
dropped by. He got dropped by every club he played for, and he's got dropped by his
Yeah.
wife. The man's useless.
Well, on that note, guys, we're gonna wrap up the stream before we get cancelled furiously. Big up to every single one of you guys. Football with Endz in the description. Mike Das LFC in the description. LFC Red Forever channel in the description. Jamie Phillips Football Chats in the description. Make sure, guys, go subscribe to every single one of these guys. Please do like the video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Thank you guys so much for 53K as well. The road to 54K starts now. I'm going to be back tomorrow, inshallah, dependent on the Eid festivities, because it's quite random in this part of the world. You know, a member of the tribe could just pull up at your house. You get me? So that's why I've been busy all day, because I just had 30 members of the tribe at my house like an hour ago. So not an hour ago, like an hour, 30 minutes before the stream started. So yeah, Fabinho region doesn't exist anymore, Habibi. I wish, but he don't exist currently.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, there is no break, Habibi. I might do stream tomorrow, specifically if we get here soon. Here we go, inshallah. So yeah, well, you're not the second highest paid thumbnails guy to sit on your ass, bro. Just make the thumbnails and put the prize in the back.
Who's
Anyway.
the first guy to
It's
play
in
then?
the
Can you
bag.
look after your staff members, bro, and stop treating them like this?
Here we go. What are you trying to start like a thumbnails
No, I'm
union?
I'm just saying, like, I mean, look after
He's picking up for Vel. He has my number. He can speak up for himself. Fuck you,
Bell's
man.
go-
Come on.
Bell's going to go to the union.
The highest paid thumbnails guy on YouTube is Skull Thuggery. Number 2, Velvet
That
One,
is, yeah.
Bunda Hunter.
fair enough.
Fucking name, bro. Fucking Bunda Hunter.
It's unavailable for it.
You're gonna take Bunda Hunter. You get me? Seriously.
It ends Bella. Belwas, yeah. Bellas.
He's taking all the money I sent him and is flying to Morocco next month. Even I didn't take some time off. Fuck you, Vel. Anyway, love you all.
Time off. You need to bring the computer for.
Yeah, exactly. Bring the computer to Morocco. No excuses.
See what Jen said, bro. Before you go, can you bring that up? What Jenny just said.
No, Endz is not here to get abused.
No. She said we're all here. They all show up on your channel just to be abused, bro. That's what she said.
No, I don't abuse people. Come on, Jenny. You're so dramatic, man. This is the woke nonsense I talk about. What abuse? Just because I say Vel rates me the footballers. He does. He likes Robertson. It's 2025. Put the fries in the bag. You get me? Anyway, see you guys later, man.
Peace.